Hey guys, I'm Manish and you're watching Gadget. So in this episode we have Oneplus6T and I have some tricks up my sleeve. So these are some of the things which you must do with your Oneplus6T as soon as you buy it. So without further ado, let's roll. So the first thing is set up your fingerprint sensor. So along with your pattern or any other locking system, you can also set up your fingerprint sensor, which is the on-screen fingerprint. Along with that, you can also add face unlock if your fingerprint sensor is a little bit fidgety. So yeah, that's that thing. Along with that, what I would suggest is add the same finger again. So that would add a lot of stability to the phone, so that when you are unlocking it, it's much more faster and it recognizes properly. So adding a duplicate fingerprint, it will ask you that it's a duplicate fingerprint. It will not let you do that for some time, but it will let you eventually add the fingerprint. So the next one is about the themes. If you go to the settings and if you go to display, you can see the theme. So I have chosen the dark theme. You should also choose the dark theme. That is what I would suggest you do, because this saves a lot of power. As suggested by Google also, that since it's an AMOLED display, the dark theme reduces a lot of charge. So it uses up less charge, although the battery backup is really good. If you use dark theme, the battery backup would improve much more. So there are other themes like light, or you can also choose the colorful theme as well. So it will take some time, so I can also choose the colorful theme as well. So in the colorful theme, what will happen is all the icons in the settings, everything is in a different color. That's the only difference. If I go and if I switch to dark theme, I can actually choose an accent color. That is, it's a monochrome color. So currently it's set to blue. You can choose any other color. You can choose, there are lots of colors, and you can choose even a custom color from the palette. The next one is about the ambient display, and that's also inside settings, display. As you can see, ambient display. So here you can actually pick your phone to show or tap the screen to show. These are two options which are currently available. So pick your phone to show is when your phone is locked and you're picking it up, it will show the fingerprint sensor as well as this. So this is the ambient display when you pick your phone, or you can also tap your phone. If your phone is on the desktop and if you're not moving it, let's say it's not moving, you can just tap and it will show the fingerprint sensor and the ambient display as well, which is really handy. You can see the messages or the notifications as well. You can also choose the clock style. You have 4 styles to choose. You can choose any of these as you want. So you can also choose a display message as well. There's also now new notifications. Whenever new notification comes, it will just pulse for once and it will show the new notification as well. So this is very important. You should turn it on, because this phone does not have a notification LED as you know it. So there won't be any blinking LEDs. So this is required. Otherwise, you will not be able to know if a notification comes if your phone is in silent. So the next one is the home screen customization. So here there is home settings is there. You have to hold down and there is home settings. You can go into home settings. You have a lot of things here. You can add icon to home screen. For a new apps, if you don't want it to add icon to home screen, you can switch it off. There is swipe down to access the quick settings, and shelf. If you swipe to the left, you have the shelf, right? This, the never settle and all these things. Or you can also, let's see other ones, double tap to lock. So this is a handy feature. You should turn it on. So turn on the double tap to lock, so that when you double tap on anywhere on the screen, it will lock the screen. So which is pretty handy. And then you have the drawer and all those stuff. And then one more thing which is important, like the icon pack. You can choose the icon pack which you want. So I have the H2 icon pack currently available in my launcher. You can choose the OnePlus. All the other OnePlus icons are also available in this. So let's just go. And also there is one more feature which I like the most. It's like you can customize each icon like this. If I hold and tap and then click edit, you can customize the edit icon from here. You can choose which icon pack you want, and then you can choose from a ton of icons available. So you can actually put icon for WhatsApp to something else, which actually literally hides the app as well. This feature actually, it's about the notch. So some of us don't like the notch, some of us do like the notch. There have been a lot of discussions. You can turn on or off the notch it's under display. You can see this notch. You can hide the notch area. So if it's hidden, it will be like this, and if it's not hidden, you can show the notch. Actually, if you're showing the notch, I think it's much more better because it has been designed for the notch. But it's a general preference. It's your user preference. It's as you like it, you can change it. Then the other feature would be the gestures. As you might have noticed, I have been using the gestures to move around, and I love gestures. So you have inside the buttons and gestures, you have the navigation bar and gestures. So you have three options. One is the back, home, and the recent button. So the buttons will come up, or the back home button, wherein you can choose like this, and you can slide the recent apps as well. Or you can choose the navigation gestures, wherein you have to go home, you have to swipe like this, and you have the recent apps like this, and you have to, if you want to go back, swipe from right or left. So that's how the navigation gestures work. Then the alert slider. Yes, the alert slider is one of the features of OnePlus phones alone, especially in Android, and you can customize the alert sliders as well. The alert sliders also come under the buttons and gestures. You have the alert slider, and you can have custom things like for silent, you can switch off the media or switch on the media, like mute media volume or not. You can alarms will always ring. You can set like for vibration also, alarms will ring. You can change that for ring, what it is, like also vibrate for calls. So if it's in ring mode, it will also vibrate for calls as well. So you can set it on. Now the next one would be the status bar option. So inside the display, you have the status bar here. Inside the status bar, you can change the battery style. So if I can show the battery as hidden, I always show the battery percentage so that I can know how much percentage is there. Then show network speed if you want to show or not. And then something is there which is icon manager, which I love. Actually, especially in India, you have the Volt, and it was showing Volt for Jio and Airtel as well. So I switched it off because it was taking up all the spaces. So I switched the Volt, and also the auto rotate screen, that is also not required. So other than that, everything else is fine. If you want, you can switch off the others like Wi-Fi as well, anything else you want. So that is in the status bar, you can customize it, so which is a really good feature as well. Then let's see in the utilities. So inside here you have something known as utilities. Here you have the gaming mode, you can add games. So I have added PUBG Mobile in this. So because inside this you can like answer calls via speaker, it will like answer the calls by speaker. Also notifications for third-party calls, like a video call from WhatsApp will always show as notification instead of coming and filling the whole screen, which I found really helpful, because whenever I play PUBG and some other friend wants to call me in PUBG, he'll be calling in WhatsApp and my game won't be interrupted. I can keep on playing. So that is really good. And you can also disable the automatic brightness, network boost the network, like if your data is that, and limit other apps using the network. So you can also like show block, so it will show like this. You can choose whichever you want. So I've chosen the block. I don't want any notifications to come when I'm playing this game. Also there is quick launch. So quick launch is like if I turn on quick launch, I can choose a set of icons, like for example these are there. So when I unlock the phone and if I hold the let's try it once again. So as you can see, if I unlock and hold, I can choose and directly go to the application directly. So that is one feature which may come in handy if you are like, if you are having some application like WhatsApp or something inside this, and you can directly go to WhatsApp. So which may come in handy, but I don't think I'm not going to use that much. Anyways, let's just go to the other feature. The other feature would be parallel apps, which you know it's already in MIUI and any other things. App locker is same. Pocket mode is okay. So these are not much of a big deal. Anyways, next one would be quick gestures. So inside buttons you have quick gestures. So this, I would suggest the 3-finger screenshot to be turned on, because this is same as like a MIUI. You can swipe down 3-finger and it will take a screenshot, which is really nice. And also flip to mute. So if a phone call is coming and you are in meeting and you have forgotten to switch it off to a silent or meeting mode, you can just take your phone and just flip it. So flip it on the table and it will mute the phone, which is pretty cool. Also, you can answer calls by gestures, like raising the phone to the ear. You can answer the calls, or tap to wake, double tap to wake. So I have actually disabled double tap to wake because I have put single tap to wake as there. So while you are setting the fingerprint sensor, you have the single tap to wake. I've switched it on, so this either this or that. You cannot take both. You can like then what you can do is you can have draw V to turn flashlight or something like that. And for example, you have other gestures. For example, I am drawing V from here, and so as you can see, it turned on the flashlight. And if I draw V again, it will turn it off. So this feature does come in handy. Okay, next one is again here you have something like quick activate the assistant app. So you can hold the power button for 0.5 seconds to activate the assistant app as well, because since if you are using navigation gestures, so this will be gone. So I usually do that. I suggest you to download the Google Camera application, because I have actually used the Google Camera's night sight mode in OnePlus, and you can see the video in the link here, and I've compared it and it's really amazing. So I would suggest you to download the Google Camera, ported Google Camera for Oneplus6T, which actually transforms the whole camera experience to the next level. The next one would be to add some features in the status bar or the notification bar. So I have added some extra buttons or icons, so you can edit and add. I have added actually night mode and a battery saver, and also I have added switch data card. So that is which I like, because I have dual SIMs, and I have to switch like the data from one to another. So I'll just click it and it switches instantly, instead of going into settings and then switching from one network to another network. So that is another feature which I want to point it out. Then night mode is there, so you can switch on the night mode, and as you can see, it has turned the whole screen to a yellowish kind of a thing. And if I turn off night mode, it's back again. There is reading mode, it's also there, wherein it prevents any other notifications and all. Let's go to the sound settings. Inside the sound settings, if you go, there is vibration, so you can actually set the vibration intensity. So you don't want to have like notifications. I am gonna put it as light, because I don't want notifications coming and it becoming vibrating very hard, and so that's one thing. Then also you can change the vibration pattern as well. There are different patterns available, so you can choose any of those. Then the other feature, it's kind of a hidden feature. You have to go to the about phone and then tap the build number 7 times, so that you become a developer. Once you are a developer, you can go to your developer settings. Inside the system, you have the developer settings. You can choose the developer options, and then go down until you find something known as animations. So as you can see, window animation scale and transition animation scale and animation duration scale. So you can choose them and make them to animation scale to 0.5x, all 3 of them, which would actually make the loading of all the applications much more faster than earlier. So that is one big feature which I would suggest you to do as soon as you get the phone. So that's it, guys. I hope that you have liked this video. If you have, please leave a like and also share this video with your friends and subscribe to Gadget for more such videos. So until next time, bye bye.